Welcome to Crypto Simulation Theory. I'm the Gaussian Snake, and I'm excited to talk to you today about Fofar, the last official Boys Club meme coin on the Ethereum network, and what they have in store for you. So before we begin, nothing in this video is to be considered financial advice. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment to this YouTube channel, and check out my free Telegram group, The Snake Pit. Links in the video description below. And again, nothing in here is financial advice. Here's a sneak peek of what Fofar has in store for you. So they've got a social gaming arcade coming soon. I want to show you their main website so you can see more details about what's going on with this and how to find out how you can get them. So this is the Fofar website, which is easy to remember. It's just fofar.io. And you can see that you can trade right here. Fofar is available currently on Uniswap as an Ethereum trading pair. It's also on Poloniex, which is a tier 3 crypto exchange, centralized exchange. And so you can see all the social links to Fofar. And notice that we're not just a meme coin. We are the first meme gaming platform. For full disclosure, I am on the Fofar administrative team as their analyst, and I also do own Fofar. So just keep that in mind as I go through this video. So yes, Fofar is, I have several videos on Fofar, and I'll actually link you to the very first one that I did. I actually did the first video ever on this project. And I've been involved with the project since April of this year, which is when it launched. And what I'll show you is kind of like in that video, you'll see kind of like where Fofar came from. I'm not going to like repeat all that information here, but basically he is a main character in Matt Furie's Boys Club comic strip. I'd advise you that you join their Telegram group, which I'll also link in the video description because there's a lot of great information and community there. But here's a roadmap. This is what I really wanted to share with you. And basically, we are in the beginning. We are just barely coming out of the beginning stages of Fofar. This was, Q2 of 2024, which just ended a month ago. Fofar token was launched. Animated movies were launched. Now we're in phase 2. And this is where we have the social gaming arcade that is about to launch in the coming month. This is absolutely incredible. So for the meme arcade platform V1, let's just talk about this. They're going to be bringing back some like gaming classics, things like, like Snake, like things like Pac-Man, those kind of older games that you're familiar with and that you had fun playing when you were younger. And you're going to be able to win points, buy and trade NFT prizes. And speaking of these NFTs, these are original game NFTs with a completely unique and innovative algorithm where you're going to have a dynamic rarity algorithm where you can design your own NFTs. Communities decide what traits matters. Communities will decide what's rare, and it will be a limited number of these with scarce supply, world-class art, and there's going to be some documentation coming out pretty soon about that. There's going to be in Q3 of 2024 5 new game releases. Competition game formats with a leaderboard, Fofar rewards program for community engagement, things like that. And as we head further into Q3, listings on tier 3 exchanges, advisory board expansion. So listen to this. They have an expansive crypto and entertainment network. They're building an advisory team with top industry connections. And one thing I love about Fofar, and if you've seen my previous videos, you know how much I love their fairness and their transparency. And I'll talk to you about that. I'll remind you about that right here. So tokenomics-wise, 0% buy and sell tax. All of our marketing comes from our administrative team, generous donations from the community members. That's it. That's how we get our marketing dollars. We don't charge people who are purchasing this token. The contract is fully renounced. Liquidity is burned. The tokenomics are super fair. Look at the Ethereum bubble maps for yourself, and you'll see how few connections there are amongst wallets. And not only that, I'll show you in a minute, the token distribution holdings are amongst the most equitable in the entire crypto space. And you can see some of their videos that they've done here. And again, here are the exchanges that you can look at. So I want to go to dextools right now. So I'm going to click here so we can take a look at their chart. So let me go ahead and pull that up for you, and we'll take. So I'm really proud of the fundamentals of Fofar. If you look here, you can see we currently have a market cap of $6.5 million, And yeah, there's a big fat green candle here and another one right here created during a week when altcoins are actually struggling quite a bit. That's something that you want to definitely take note of. More than ample liquidity, 3,310 holders. Total supply and circulating supply are the same, no inflation, healthy volatility score. And yeah, just keep going on and on with, and again, a coin that is like almost 4 months old, not even really that old. Look at this screen. 24 hour up 20%, 7 days up 38%. 38% on the 7 days. We've had $310,000 worth of buys, 216 buys, and only $282,000 worth of sells. And within the past 24 hours is even more impressive, although the growth over 7 days at 38% is something to behold in a market like the one that we've been in. In terms of the top holders, we've got the Uniswap wallet at 4.34%. Almost all of the holders hold less than 2% of the supply. Yes, there is one who holds more, and that's not unusual in any project, but for the most part, you can see that the token distribution is quite fair. Remaining holders holding 80% of the total supply. So this is exactly what you would want to see in a project like this. And if we zoom in on the chart, if I just kind of blow this up, what I want to point out to you, I don't know if this is logarithmic right now or not. No, that's quite ugly. Let me do a quick refresh. Okay, so doing logarithmic isn't going to work out too well with a chart with such little history, so we'll stick to a linear scale. You can see that Fofar had a really nice double top in here when it first opened up, and then it had quite a long cool-off period, and you can see we're kind of coming out of that now. I actually spotted an inverse head and shoulders on the daily time frame, which I posted about in my group, in my Telegram group as a buy alert. You can see the shoulder here, the head, and the other shoulder over here. And we are breaking out. Look at the Bollinger Bands I squeeze. We're breaking out to the upside. So if you haven't gotten Fofar now, look at that RSI breakout. Look at that stochastic RSI breakout. Let's pull up the MACD so you can see kind of how we are breaking out right now. Look at that bullish divergence on the MACD. Just everything looks good about this chart, but it's not too late to get in. I've been like posting daily about this chart, about how bullish it is, but that it wasn't too late. I can show you some other technical indicators in a little bit if you're interested in that, but I want to come back to some more fundamentals about this project first. I want to briefly highlight some Twitter posts from this guy, Heresy Brat. He has around 27,000 followers or so. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, but okay, 25.1 thousand followers. And he runs a trade academy, very well respected technical analyst. And just about 17 hours ago, he posted how Fofar is shaping up to be the hottest trade in the meme coin sector with the best risk reward ratio that comes around once in a while. Fofar chart has the cleanest asymmetrical triangle with a well-established support level that's been battle tested many times and proven to be rock solid. Fofar has held up really well, even when other boys club projects like Pepe, Andy, etc. were falling. Fofar was holding support. What's going to cause future growth? First product delivery in Q3 of 2024. That's coming very, very soon. Meme Arcade Gaming Platform V1. I've already talked about that. Prizes. You can trade NFT prizes, dynamic rarity algorithm, community-driven traits, NFT marketplace, limited supply, all the videos. Here's something that I found kind of interesting. So there's, here's the asymmetrical triangle structure down here. But I really like what he says here. When comparing to other meme coins that have built somewhat similar ecosystems and delivered value and utility to their communities and their token, only Floki and Bonk stand out. And these have 1.75 and 1.99 billion market caps respectively. So our current market cap stands at just currently 6.5 million, not 5.6. This was written about 24 hours ago. And to put that in perspective, that's just 0.25% and 0.28% of Bonk's current value. So, and I really like what he said here. The disparity between technical indicators, the fundamentals of Fofar, and its market cap only highlight its significant growth potential. To further describe what Harris meant with, how Fofar is undervalued compared to other projects right now, but it will catch up, you have to look towards the Lindy effect. And this is something he and I discussed. He actually, reminded me of this in our Telegram chat a few days ago. And this is basically a blockchain project has a higher chance of remaining relevant and profitable in the long run if it's demonstrated its viability and longevity. So you look at Bitcoin and ETH, kind of like, first mover advantage. But developers and investors can use the Lindy effect. Sorry, I didn't mean to click on that. Let's go back. To assess cryptocurrency and blockchain initiatives. People generally view projects with a longer history of security, decentralization, and community support as more reliable and resilient. Fofar has all three of those things going for it. And it also emphasizes how crucial it is to comprehend the underlying concepts and technologies of blockchain initiatives, looking at fundamental elements such as long-term, such as governance structures. And Fofar does plan to eventually develop some kind of decentralized autonomous organization, or DAO, to help with governance, consensus processes, and network security. And so the Lindy effect is in full force with projects like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Fofar is doing something very revolutionary, very different in the meme coin space. The meme coin sector has been a really hot sector all cycle long for good reason, because it offers some of the most fair tokenomics of all. But let's face it, about 99.9% of meme coin projects are just there to make the developers rich at the expense of the holders. Fofar is not like that, because the contract is completely renounced, and there's no one person or no single entity who holds the lion's share of the supply. Like, nobody's sitting there with 20, 30, 40% of the supply. And Fofar is focused on building innovative products for the space that go beyond just being a meme coin. This goes beyond really what a lot of projects have done. And I think you're going to see that innovation start to creep its way into price. And I think that's something that Harris and I have been discussing, and he's mentioned a lot, is that Fofar is severely undervalued. I mean, even right now, as I'm speaking, at a $6.5 million market cap, for the kind of developments that this project is going to be producing, we could easily see 1 billion or more in market cap for this project. And that would totally make sense and line up with the product developments and the meme coin fundamentals. Another famous crypto Twitter analyst who noticed the potential of Fofar a while ago is TechDev. And TechDev almost never talks about anything other than Bitcoin and the crypto market as a whole. So for him to go and talk about a low cap meme coin, it means there must have been something special about it. And he has like almost 500,000 followers, and he's very well known throughout the entire space. So let's see what he had to say about Fofar. So just from a few months ago, he said, "I don't mess much with memes. As you've seen, if you follow him, he doesn't. But I've learned not to ignore this accumulation structure regardless of the ticker. Fofar, triangular compression, breakout, expansion." And, he basically took a look at Fofar and he saw the bullishness just like I saw. I saw it actually in April. Like I said, I did the very first video on Fofar ever, and I'll link that to you. I'll link that at the end of this video so you can check it out. But yeah, TechDev basically said this structure tends to go parabolic regardless of the token. Play the chart, not the narrative. So from just a pure TA point of view, Fofar looks really hot. So in terms of the chart, it's Gunnar EMA, which flipped bearish on June 20th as we went through this downtrend, has now looked like it may have today actually printed a bullish cross. I've been watching this like on a daily basis. I do Fofar daily technical analysis updates in their Telegram channel, so be sure to join their Telegram. I'll have links to that in the video description, but you can see with this huge up candle that we had today, as well as this one here, this looks really, really bullish, and this is on the back, of course. It's a lot easier to see here of an inverse head and shoulders pattern, and even arguably a double bottom contained within that. Where here's the shoulder, here's the head, and here's the shoulder. These tend to break very dramatically to the upside, and I think we're in the beginnings of that breakout right now. Another thing that I want to look at here is the YCOB volume momentum, the buy and sell momentum. This is something I've been monitoring very closely. We actually had a pretty major buying day today. This looks to have kind of bottomed out. You can see sell pressure is pretty exhausted. So overall, there's just really great things in store for this asset. I think it's hard to find anything bearish about it. Of course, it's going to be subject to the same whims of the broader altcoin market, but I think at $6.5 million market cap, this is a total steal at this level. Like I can't imagine not buying this project. Because you'll look back from this level when this thing's at like 50 to 100 million, probably not too distant future. And if you didn't buy it at that level, they'd probably, feel some regret. Not financial advice, of course, just speaking, kind of from my own feelings and thoughts. So the last thing I wanted to mention is that Fofar does host weekly Twitter spaces. And you can go to the Fofar Twitter page to find out more information about that. Be sure to join their Telegram channel once again to get the latest and greatest updates. And if you want to buy Fofar, I suggest using Uniswap and make sure you use the correct contract address, which is the one that ends in 420. So 0x420, I have it right here on the website. All this will be linked in the video description so you can do your research and determine if you want to buy this asset or not. And that is your decision. This is not financial advice. Thanks for joining me in Crypto Simulation Theory for another Fofar update. Be sure to check out the very first Fofar video I did. I've done several of them, and I hope you enjoy learning even more about this project than what you learned here. Be sure to comment if you have any questions about Fofar. Is there something you want to know? Is there anything about the social gaming platform that you're curious about? Leave a question in the comments or the Telegram. Be sure to join my Telegram group, the Snake Pit, for broader crypto market updates. And I do drop some Fofar stuff in there as well. So thanks again for joining me in Crypto Simulation Theory. I hope you had a good time learning about one of the most exciting projects in the altcoin space. And I look forward to bringing you more updates on this project soon. So I will see you in Telegram. All right, take care. Bye.